Today marks 1484th day. Share lessons I learned and continue to learn with you. Well, I hope these insights will inspire you, support dreams, help achieve your goals, really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about how to be happy, but based on one book, based on the book that I'm listening right now, Untethered Soul. It's amazing book. It's incredible book. It's one of the books that I will reread for sure. And now I'm listening to a book, but I'm planning to take the paper book as well, hardcover, because there's so many great nuggets to understand how to be happy, how to be more joyful. And I think that he is able to, the author is able to really bring awareness of what you need to do, and it's so simple when you say that. And I think that the true simplicity is mastery, because a lot of times we want to be complex, but I think that's again a beautiful book where you're able to really grasp the complex things in a very simplistic way. And I'm looking forward to learn the way to express myself, the way how the author is expressing ideas as well. So today I'll share what I learned so far about how to be happy. Number one is watch your thoughts instead of the believing them. Such a powerful uh, idea. Really look into your thoughts and rather really saying that, okay, like, oh, this is my thought, this is my story, this is my narrative, this is my, the voice is telling me, and really identifying with that voice. If a voice says that you are not enough, and really feeling that and believing that you're not enough, rather than saying that it's not me, saying that it's not me. I'm not identifying with it. I'm asking why I'm saying that. Like, why this person is saying that, and looking at from why you're thinking the way you're thinking. And then I think that rather than focusing on believing and approving that the messages you're getting, rather than saying that, okay, like, why I'm thinking that's a safe place, where are, and questioning that voice, and just say that I'm listening to someone speaking to me, and if it's harsh, I think sometimes we need to say like, this is not who I am, and then and being able to really watch our thoughts rather than believing them. And that's a beautiful thing, really not identifying with our own thought, because sometimes like we are the best in the world, sometimes the worst in the world. So it means we changing our thoughts, and that means that do we change? We're not able to change that fast. So that means I think it's extremely important to be able to really watch your thoughts rather than identify with your thoughts. Number two is relax in the face of discomfort. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And it's not that sometimes you need to drop your shoulders, relax. And I think that is a beautiful thing when you're able to ask, okay, what is going on right now? That's because I think that discomfort sometimes is scary, but being able to really say, okay, this is discomfort. This is uncomfortable. So what I need to do? I need to really relax. And this is a beautiful thing. When I think that when we start being okay with discomfort. When we're able to really say that discomfort, great, that's part of life. Okay, let's relax. And I think that it's a beautiful thing when first thing when we're able to really not identify with the voices and with the messages, with the stories and narratives that we're telling to ourselves. And at that moment, we're able to relax and really be with that discomfort, allowing to go through that discomfort. I think it's a beautiful thing. Number three is keep your heart open. And I think that is a beautiful thing because we have a tendency to close our hearts when something which we do not like. And I think that's one of the things that I really like what the author says as well. That sometimes we believe that we have the reality or expectations of the reality. And when those expectations are not met of the reality, we sometimes are closing our heart because oh, I don't want this reality. I think that's when you start to realize that our reality is just our perspective of reality, and sometimes being able to really open our ability to see there is different views and different perspectives, and being able to still be open and allow things to go through the way they are rather than through our expectations of things how they're supposed to be. I think that we're able to really keep our heart open, but then when we keep our heart open, we are more joyful. And what it says that when you keep your heart open, you have more energy, life energy that really requires to do the most important things in life. Number four, avoid clinging to or resisting life. And it's a beautiful thing. Sometimes we can resist the things that we do not like, and sometimes we can really cling on the things that we want. But sometimes clinging on the things that we want, sometimes we are not able to really grab the things that we want. For example, if you cling on one corner, that means that you maybe that you're not able to reach other one because you cling on this one. But until you release what you cling on, you're not able to grab something even better. But at the same time, if you resist something, I think that sometimes we're able to push away from something. And the thing that we resist a lot of times requires so much energy to resist, and we do not have energy to put towards something that we really want. So rather than resisting and really saying that I accept whatever comes, I'll allow to go through, and at the same time I keep the energy and save energy to allocate that energy to the things that truly matter. I think it's a good thing because life is a flow, and if you try to stop that flow, that could require enormous energy. And I think sometimes people get into the burnout mode because they resist life as it is. Number five is spend more time in the seat of awareness. And I think that is a beautiful thing. I think that's every single person, and that's just a probably known brainer that every single person needs to reflect and be more aware. And I know that I know 100% that I'm guilty of that as well because I want to do, and then for me it was a very hard lesson to really stop doing and start being. That means that when even about personal growth, I always used to believe that I need to read more, develop more, improve more, take action more. Sometimes being is all about not being is not about doing. Being is about uncovering who you are, reflecting and sitting in the spot and being aware where that desire of doing is coming from. Maybe there's sometimes from security, sometimes maybe from being lonely, maybe just to prove something. And I think that's when you are happy, when you are joyful, when you are blissful, even the doing becomes so much better. And that's again part of awareness. Number six, let the inner roommate talk freely. And then this is when he seeks inner roommate, he explains that our thoughts, it could be that roommate. Because when we do not identify with our thoughts, it might be that we have that roommate who changed their mind. One day we are the best, one other day is the worst, one we're not enough, one we're loved, one we're not loved, and that roommate is changing his mind all the time. And rather than hating those thoughts, rather than really pushing that roommate away, and he will cling to us, we need to really learn how to develop relationship with that thought, with that roommate, with that thinking, and really allow that roommate to really help us to pursue the things we want, rather than really stop us and really put those stories. And I think the more we try to push that roommate away, the more he will cling, and the more the stories that will share with us that is actually not helping. Number seven, and the last one is that let go again and again and again and again. So when you notice that you're tight, when you notice that you are maybe nervous, when you're anxious, when you're disturbed, rather than being disturbed and really focus on that disturbance, understanding that we're able to understand why I'm undisturbed in this first place. Rather than focusing on this disturbance, focusing on what's caused you to be disturbed, and then let go of it. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And today, I was trying to really build an awareness if I get disturbed with something, because sometimes I get disturbed when people are not inconsiderate other people, and I was asking, like, why do I care when other people are inconsiderate? What is and why is that bothering me? And I think that being able to really think about it, let it go, that leads to joyful life. Because I think that one beautiful thing that when you shared as well, that happiness becomes a default when you stop resisting life. And what it means by that is that when we're able to let it go, the things that we do not need to cling on to, and we're able to really choose to be happy, because he explains very well in that book. Um, and I know I didn't look at the author, to be honest, of the book, and he may be even a female, but the narrator, the analytic is a male that I'm listening to. But the way how he explained happiness is such a simple way. It's just really choosing to be happy, because we are such a massive universe, and being able to choosing to be happy and thinking about the death and the gift of death, because the more you're able to see the possibilities that you cannot have life anytime soon, it could allow us to be more happy. And I think that I highly recommend this book, and I probably will do a review on it, because I just will need to take a paper book that I could take notes and really start really preparing even better notes, because it's a beautiful book. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.